Morning. So woke up alive this morning, which I know it sounds all kind of teenage melodramatic, but I'm not happy about that. I don't want to be awake. I want to be alive. I don't want to have to push myself through another fucking day. I want to work so hard just to survive it. Bipolar depression is a monster. So I have to find the energy to drive somewhere because I can't sit in this truck stop all day. I sat here all afternoon, all evening. Now the morning is dragging on. Sooner or later I'm going to become a bother for somebody. So I have to find somewhere else to go sit and rot. And that person's car is burning a lot of oil. I feel sick from the smell of it. There is, however, a happy little doggo sitting in the back of a hatchback there. Little sweetheart. So, I guess apologies in advance to those of you who choose to watch every single one of these vlogs all the way through in an effort of support, because today's is not going to be easy to watch. I have tried 3 times now to record something for to cap off this video. I'm about an hour away from sunset at the moment, having accomplished nothing today and done nothing today except return to Ballarat. And the drive here was a little bit horrifying. Really shouldn't have been on the roads, but gotta go somewhere. As you can tell, energy levels still really low. Not having a great time thinking or concentrating. Special shout out to the person who left a really horrible comment on yesterday's video, or today's video from my perspective, who basically said one of the worst things you could say to someone experiencing a depressive episode, in that it's all my fault, I'm a failure of a person because I can't snap out of it, that it's all in my head, which, yeah, it's a mental health disorder. Where the fuck do you think those happen? Bipolar depression is all in my head, the same way as rectal cancer is all in your ass. But yeah, they went on for several incredibly fractured sentences. Their grammar was fucking terrible, by the way. I just saw a hot pink Kawasaki drive by. That's cool. I wonder how many hot pink Kawasaki's it would take to cure depression, because this person was suggesting that all I had to do was, snap out of it. Happiness is a state of mind. All I have to do is choose to be happy, and that cures depression. Because, that's the way it works. Thousands of years of documented medical evidence of depression, and countless ways of trying to treat it. Everything from the horrific nature of lobotomies and electroconvulsive therapy, all the way through to pharmaceuticals, therapy, and who knew? All you had to do the whole time was just choose to be happy instead, or stop thinking about it was their advice as well. Life isn't so bad, they said. I envy the absolute privilege of their life, that they are utterly divorced from ever knowing anybody who had anything less than a perfect day. Anyway, let's not talk about that prick. By the way, just don't say that stuff to people suffering depression. I'm 47. I've been diagnosed since 26. I've had bipolar depression. You know, looking back retroactively, you can see the symptoms since my mid-teens, because that's when it tends to rear its head for most people. I've been autistic all of my life, because that's the way that works. But you pile that sort of stuff on to someone in a depressive episode, and you risk their life, because that could be the straw that broke the camel's back. They're already feeling worthless. They're already feeling like a failure because they can't just snap out of it. We are broken. We don't work properly. Someone like you comes along, oh, life's not so bad, choose to be happy instead. What a miserable, stupid failure you are for not being able to snap out of it. You're not strong enough, you're not good enough. Everyone else can just snap out of a bad mood like that. You have any concept how fucking dangerous that is to say to someone? I am resilient. If I wasn't, I'd be gone already. Because very few people who live with what I live with make it this far. So yeah, not having a good day. I've broken down into open weeping a few times. Sometimes for no reason, sometimes because of a particular piece of music I was listening to, and sometimes because the TikTok algorithm today got me sucked into pet rescue stuff, which are usually framed as happy stories. You know, oh, here's this parrot who lost their owner and they were so stressed out and upset, and you know, they missed their owner, because parrots can form really strong bonds, and they live, well, certain parrots live up to 80 years. So it's not unusual for them to outlive owners sometimes. And there was this one parrot who was just so distraught and missed their old owner so much when they passed, it plucked out all their feathers, because that's one of their stress responses. And that really upset me, because I used to have a cockatiel who I loved dearly. And there was another one about this poor old emaciated dog. You know, the dog was fine, it was doing well, and that was what the story was. Oh, look how healthy and happy the dog is now. But then they showed the before pictures, and it breaks your heart. You know. So yeah, I've spent the whole day on a emotional hair trigger, and I'm so drained. I feel ground down. I feel heavy. And I feel shitty. Because all I want is my own little space. Like, I'm so tired of this, the day-to-day of my experience. There's no space that's mine. I have no private place to go back to. I'm exposed and I'm raw and I'm vulnerable. And I'm trying to soldier on to be resilient. But just at the edge of every thought is give up. So I don't know. I'm gonna wait for the sun to set and see what the angle from over here is like for a sunset photo. I don't think I'm going to try and get one because I'm not in the right headspace for that. But at least I'll get an idea about where it sits for, you know, future, I guess. And then I've got to find somewhere to crash for the night. I just know I'm not going to be able to sleep. Anyway, that's it for today. Thank you for all the support, and bye. So, for those curious, the answer is no. This is not the spot for the sunset picture. It's a halfway decent combination. Composition just down by the shore with a little old boathouse. But there's just nothing else there going on. At least I tried.